Welcome to Hometown Happenings. I'm here in Detroit Lakes in Washington Park with Brad Green, who is the Public Works Director for the City of Detroit Lakes. And behind us is not only the lake, but a new playground here in the park. And Brad, you're going to tell us a little bit about how this playground came to be.
Yeah, good morning, Carol, and good morning, everyone. What a gorgeous addition to our park. Thanks to the Park Board and their dedication, we've done some long-range planning, and a lot of number of things we've looked at is upgrading the equipment and stuff. What was here was the old wooden structure, and I believe is from the late 70s, early 80s maybe. A lot of us remember as younger kids playing on it, of course, and of course it runs through time. And then fortunately with the planning, we applied for a Bremer grant, and we're fortunate enough to get that. And the Bremer Foundation has really been supportive of our community, and I have to thank them. A grant was for $50,000. We'll have $65,000 into the structure and the surrounding landscaping. And as you see from behind us, we're not quite done with the landscaping. We'll be putting sod and black dirt and some picnic shelters here. But in the meantime, it's playable, and there's hundreds of kids using this already.
All right. You know, Brad, I remember when that old park, the playground structure was brand new, so I don't know what that says about you and I, but...
Yeah, that's true. But you're a very young woman, so you must have been a very small child at the time.
Oh, thanks, Brad. You're very kind. All right, so we've got this playground, and, we've got a swing set, and, the kids on cue. We've got the swing set and slides and stuff. Is there anything, of course, it's got more safety features and stuff on this playground?
Yeah, it really is. Of course, one of the things we look at, and one of the things that we have to do is a sidewalk. It is all disability accessible. The ADA, of course, is part of it. We'll have sidewalks, and it's also the compacting material below it is impacting for bouncing, so you don't impact so hard. And it's also wheelchair accessible, so it's very usable. Then also you can see the poles too. Maybe Carol can remember, but poles used to be straight up, but now they actually have caps, and those are safety to keep kids from crawling all the way up on the top. You can call them squirrel caps or whatever you want, but kid caps. But it is just a lot of different safety features in there that the other ones did not have.
Yes, all right. I don't think I ever made it up one of those poles, but kids are very monkeyish these days. As you can see, some of them using the equipment today in Washington Park. We're here with Brad Green on Hometown Happenings. We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back to Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy here with Brad Green from Detroit Lakes Public Works with our new playground equipment in the background. One thing I noticed about this too, Brad, is that you can see the lake a lot better.
Yeah, we did some, being with the street department heavy equipment, we did lower the hill just a little bit to level it out. As I mentioned earlier, we are planning on putting a gazebo up here with another picnic shelter, and that gives the parents a view not only from our band shell and music in the park, but they can sit up here and see the lake a lot better, and it gives them a flat, very usable place to do that. Some of the other things you'll probably notice around, the park board has been very active on, we are putting new signage up. And also with the GPSs and phones and all that, we are actually have street addresses to all of our parks now. So if you want to find Snappy Park, you can GPS it and have a street address. It'll get you right to a softball tournament. You want to find the city park, and then with our new signage too, we're just making it very visible because this is public land. Long Lake Park will be next year. We have a sign coming in People Park this year, and we want the people to use it. We want it user-friendly and accessible. Also, thanks to American Legion, they are donating $10,000 a year, and we are going to next year on our list is to renovate the Rossman bathhouse. So again, that'll be handicap accessible, better lighting, better lights, just like we did with the bathhouse here a couple years ago.
All right. Okay, so the bathhouses are open in the summer for the bathrooms?
Yes, they are. They are open usually from about between 7 to 9 o'clock. Depends when the guys get there to open them. And then we also have crews going around, or the police will also lock them up after 10 o'clock at night. But they are open throughout the summer. Towards fall, again, with the weather, we do start shutting them down. But one of the last ones to be closed will be the bathhouse here and also at Rossman Park because of the fishermen and later use of the lake.
All right. Well, there are a lot of features in these parks here in Detroit Lakes. I mean, we're looking over and I can see the tennis courts over here. We've got the band shell. A lot of amenities that people can use.
Yeah, we also have 9 different ball fields. A few years ago at Snappy Park, we renovated 3 Little League fast pitch softball fields, make that really user friendly to that group. We also have the softball complex, which also is, again, for our slow pitch softball tournament. It brings a lot of people to town. The tennis courts are great. They are lit. It's a volunteer. We hope you remember to shut them off when you leave, because it's hard to miss the lights. But we do have light. They are lighted courts and to be used. The rec center is great. We have partnered with the DLCCC, and they are running our summer program for 10 weeks. And we've talked, next year we're going to look at maybe expanding some of those services to include other areas, maybe such as down here around the bathhouse.
All right, and Brad, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here too. There's always talk about a dog park in Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, and that has on our long-range plan. Like I said, the park board has done, we've put together a very comprehensive, we call it a comprehensive park and trail plan to look ahead for the future. And our priority list, which we just went through at the last park board meeting, does include looking at such as a dog park, especially for the larger dogs. You know, we have a leash law on Detroit Lakes, but where do you take an animal and let him run a little bit and stretch its leg? So we are in some discussion and looking around for different locations for that.
All right, in the park this morning today with Brad Green from Detroit Lakes Public Works, talking about our new playground equipment here at the Washington Park, just off Westlake Drive here and North Shore Drive, and lots of things to do in the Lakes area in the summer. You know, as we just mentioned, many parks in the area, and you know, are there any places in the park that people can rent out, you know, for family reunions and such?
Yes, you can. We do have Long Lake Park, which is out on Long Lake, the east side of Long Lake. We have a picnic shelter with bathrooms, a little storage area, the big sink and counter you plug in so you can put roasters in. You can rent that and the picnic shelter there. Again, we also have a very nice playground out there. Here in the city park, you have the pavilion, of course, the band shell. And the picnic shelters here are first come, first serve, so it gets a little hectic at times. I know when the guys are in at 4 in the morning, there's people sometimes waiting there, so they have it for the day, especially on 4th of July and big holidays. And then also at People's Park, where we put the new outdoor skating rink, which is a wonderful addition, also with the sand volleyball courts. We also have a bathrooms, picnic shelter, again, little area for counter, plug-ins, and that type of thing for people to also rent for family gatherings or whatever use you'd like to have it.
All right, and for the sand volleyball courts, all you have to do is bring a volleyball.
That is correct. Hopefully there's other people. You can either get a game up or just get in yourself. There's room for 2 courts there, so it's a great night and well used. People are using it regularly.
And horseshoes too.
Yes, they are. We fixed up the horseshoe pit. They kind of got overgrown for a few years, but we're restoring that to, again, bring your horseshoes, bring your beanbag toss, and a volleyball, and you're set for the day.
All right, come to Detroit Lakes and just add a little fun.
Yep, I think so. And kids, what do you think of the playground? Huh? Let's show you.
All right, for Hometown Happenings with Brad Green, I'm Carol McCarthy.